Good morning. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. This is Sedina Constantine here at Jukebox Tarot coming at you live. And I hope y'all are feeling well, looking swell this morning. I know I am. I'm feeling better, y'all. My allergies been kicking my butt here last few days. But other than that, I feel great, man. Work's going good. My dog's healthy. I've been seeing a lot of cool sights and sounds. We went hiking yesterday. Found some really cool rocks. Saw some really beautiful place, man. I didn't realize existed in Texas, man. Like, wow, that was here right under my nose this whole time. I was like, I should have came here a long time ago. Fucking beautiful, man. Yeah, so you may be out there, seeing some sights and sounds. You may travel for work, so wherever you're going, you're getting the opportunity to actually see some things, right? You're traveling to go see some things, baby, and it's causing you to heal. It's like you're finding a resolution within yourself and your own soul that has really brought you a lot of healing. As like you may have had to separate yourself from some toxic family members, and even though they were very toxic and abusive towards you as far as their abusive power, or they're just abusive in general, talking about you behind your back, smiling in your face, stabbing in the back type shit. But it kind of catapulted you into healing. Like once you realized and saw the truth of what the situation was, whether this be friends, family, exes, whatever, you really pulled yourself back so that way you could reflect and heal. You had to let it go. You just had to accept the fact that this isn't that's just it is what it is. Okay, so you may be going through that too, beautiful, wonderful collective, and if so, I'm proud of you. Don't let it mess your mental up. Okay, they were gonna be like that regardless of how good you was to them, okay? Because it was just in their nature. They're karmics. If they're a karmic family, they were just doing their job, being the fucking karmics that they are, because you had a greater purpose and calling in your life to be separated from these people. And hopefully whatever they've done to you that caused you to be catapulted into your healing, now the shoe's on the other foot. So hopefully they learn a lesson about spirit, the divine, because I feel like if it's like with me, something kept nudging me. Like I have this thing where it's like I something starts bugging me, like my nose starts sniffing around, and I'm looking for something, but I don't know what I'm looking for until I find it. And spirit was really nudging me when it came to my family that they were hiding something, and I couldn't figure out what, but I kept coming across the same paperwork. And something didn't look right in Denmark when I found the distribution part of the inheritance. It's all scribbled out like a 5-year-old tried to scratch everything out on it, right? So when I started looking at the names that were on the distribution part, and I started calling people from wherever this will was filed at, and realized that there was a lot of fuckery going on, because number one, the settlement agent was the same on the original will and the refabricated will, or the changed will. Anyways, you may be discovering some lies and some paperwork, and Spirit's telling me to tell you, you need to go get an attorney. Point blank period. You got to get an attorney, honey. I have an attorney. You may have to make payments on this attorney, but I'm about paid up on it to where they're going to start the process, okay? And believe me, it's going to be way before the end of this year. And whatever my family stole from me, and the fucked up part about that is that, beautiful, wonderful collective, you may have been the person in the family or in a relationship that was willing to give the shirt off your back. Like whatever they would have asked you for, and if you had it, you would have gave it to them. Point blank period. And half of them wouldn't even had to ask for it. You would have saw the need and met it. Out of the goodness of your heart, because that's who you are. You're just that type of person. Let's get a prayer in. Divine, above all, most loving ancestors, all the archangels in heaven, crossed over loved ones, grandma, grandpa, Uncle Rick, thank you so much. You too, mom and dad. Shannon, above all, not above all them, but Shannon, my first son I lost. I know that you were the spiritual sacrifice now that I look back on it. Thank you for being my guardian angel. Thank you. My baby. My babies. My sweet smelling baby. Crossed over pets, spirit guides, animal guides. Thank you so much for protecting my energy and clearing out my energy and my beautiful, wonderful collectives as well. As we give this clear and concise message, we bind and cast all money blockages. We bind and cast all alienation and separation from your children. We bind and cast any sickness to the body, any vehicle troubles, any lies, deception, or deceit anywhere. We bind and cast every negative, foul, putrid spirit that has come into the center and upon my beautiful, wonderful collective as well. We send it into the dry places. We send it in the dry ground in the mighty, precious name of Jesus. And all God's people said, Amen. Spirit, beautiful, wonderful collective, you need to continue doing, just like when you get up in the morning and brush your teeth, change your pants, put on clean clothes, take your shower. You need to do your spiritual cleansings, okay? You need to sage where you sleep. You need to take your salt baths. And if you can't take salt baths, I love using like my own salt scrubs, because you know I be hitting these state parks a lot, and which I love them. I've almost seen almost every one of them, every one of them in Texas so far. So that's kind of been my bucket list too, since I've been on the run for my life, because my family tried to kill me for my money. And so I just decided to go ahead and my healing journey was to be free from any vices that I had, and so I could just go and just spread my wings and go just see some things and heal from it. Me and my dog. Daddy, say hi to Jukebox Tarot, babes. I got her a bone. Got her some toys. So she's chilling. But anyways, back to what I was saying. Okay, so you're fixing to celebrate here pretty soon, babes. You're fixing to get your property, you're fixing to get your home, or you're fixing to move somewhere where you're going to be able to celebrate and have like your own space. I feel like too with this, that you got a divine counterpart that's coming in. Like the Spirit's really fixing to hook you up with somebody that's equally yoked with you, okay? And you all are going to be celebrating. You're going to be going on vacation. You guys may even have a bucket list here too that you guys want to go do. Maybe skydiving, or like me, go see all the state parks or whatever. Whatever tickles your fancy, man. Maybe just going to a different restaurant every day. Maybe you don't want to go travel all abroad or all around the state or whatever. Maybe your deal is just to try a new restaurant every day, or whatever. But anyway, Spirit wants me to tell you that there's been a major power shift in your energy, because you have decided to heal from the traumas, the deception, the lies, and that you've removed yourself from whatever vice that you had, whether it be food, binge watching Netflix, nicotine, alcohol, drugs, sex, whatever. Tomatoes to me. And that you really decided to go ahead and go within and be released from that. And that brought your vibration up so damn high that now you're jumping timelines. And what I mean by that, when you're jumping timelines, is that if you would have hung on to one of those vices, it would have delayed you to the point to where you would have had to do this in the next lifetime. And that, I think, is what these dark practitioners, if you have anybody that's doing that to you within your family. Now, this is not going to be for everybody. This is just for some of us, but not all of us. Not everybody's into that, but you'd be surprised how many people are. And whatever dark practitioner that they had to do the spell work on you, that was the goal, was to delay you to the point to where that you would never be able to recover. Because you can stall. I mean, like, you know what? Hesitation is like it'll paralyze you, man. So they wanted to paralyze you to the point to where you would never, ever find it in this lifetime, okay? So let's go ahead and jump into this. Spirit, what is my beautiful, wonderful collective out there need to know? Besides everything gonna be all right, baby, man. I'm talking to somebody out here, my beautiful, wonderful collective, that is, you're starting to get some traction, man. You're starting to see some positive results. You're starting to feel the energy shift. You're starting to know that you can cubs, baby. Man, let me tell you something. Your intuition's on point. You may be having a lot of emotion. You may be very emotional right now as well. Like, there's a lot of not overwhelming, but you have some emotions. And also that too, man. Don't be partying too much now. Don't party too much, okay? Don't medicate. No, you need to meditate, not medicate. Oh, that's cool. Did I just make up a new catchphrase? Meditate, don't medicate. Meditate. Yes, baby, because you're fixed. Look, Spirit, the universe, your spirit team, whatever crossover levels you got that are wrecking shop for you on the other side, they're not letting this go, man. They're going to make sure that you get your family. That you're going to have the right family. Like, you're going to have your soul tribe family. Because just because they're blood don't mean they're family, honey. All my family ain't family now. The only ones, I even got 2 karmic kids. As much as that hurts me. I got 2 grandbabies I can't even see. Why? Because my 2 oldest kids wanted to murder me too. And that's the truth. And they lied on me so bad, it was like, oh my God, what? Yeah. Your intuition's on point. You may be a spiritualist as well, or maybe you're just discovering that that's the kind of gifts that you have. Or maybe you're discovering that you have some spiritual gifts that are being enlightened right now. And I'm feeling like you're having a lot of prophetic dreams, maybe. But I'm also seeing this too, like when you close your eyes, you know how sometimes when you have the little sunspots in your eyes, when you close your eyes, look at the little black dot. It's going to like morph into like a picture or like a scene, almost like a movie reel. And that's going to give you an idea of the cognitive spiritual gift that you have. You have the gift of discernment and foresight, right? Come through, Spirit. What is my beautiful, wonderful collective being? No, your spiritual gifts are being heightened right now. Yeah, you're coming into new partnership. I can't make that up, baby. You're fixing to be partnered up with your divine counterpart. And they're going to be very protective over you. Very loyal. I got chills. I want to cry. I mean, this person is going to be giving you an equal give and take and love you like you've always loved others. Like you were probably the person in the relationship that always gave more of yourself than the other person was giving back to you. And you really did try your best to make it work, didn't you? Come through, Spirit. And then you had the dark spell work on top of it. It's like, no wonder. No wonder. No wonder you're fucked up for so long, man. No wonder. You could have been dealing with Virgo. You may be a Virgo. Could have it in your chart. You may have a Virgo coming in that's going to be your divine counterpart. But whatever it is, or whoever it is, male or female, tarot has no gender. You could be gay. Ain't nothing wrong with that. You might have both parts. Ain't nothing wrong with that neither. As long as you're happy. As long as you find happiness. Because you know what? Vibing high has nothing to do with sexuality. Okay? Message. But anyways, back to this card. This is you in your recent past, okay? So in your recent past, you have pulled back your energy and you've gone within. You may have even went camping like me. And you've gone within to find some sort of, you've had to reflect, okay? You did a lot of reflection here in the recent past. All right? Maybe how to do a lot of rest. You did a lot of meditation is whatever it is. You're meditating. And I like about this card is that there's the owl. I have an owl that follows me. And my sister said every time she heard the owl, she knew that meant I was on my way. And you know, in Hispanic culture, like down in Mexico, they think that the owl means a messenger of death. Like it's a witch. Well, you know what? Maybe I am. But I'm a good witch. Are you a good witch? I'm a good witch. Are you a sandwich? I'm a sandwich. Come through, Spirit. What does my beautiful, wonderful collective out there need to know? I'll take them all, Spirit. Okay, yeah. So you probably realized that there was some sort of inheritance or property or something that was left to you in the family. And the only way that you really knew there was something like that coming to you is because Spirit was showing you that. Could be why you pulled your energy back and you were meditating a lot and reflecting because you were getting spiritual downloads about it. Yes, baby, that's the truth. That is the truth. You discovered some truth, okay? You discovered some truth in the recent past. Now you're realizing that these people have done a lot. Right now, they're presently doing a lot of dark spell work on you. But what they're very disappointed with the results they're getting right now because it's not working. The devil wants his due, and they gave up whatever they gave up for a little bag of change and an ice cream cone. And guess what? That devil wants it now. You know what's so weird about this card? It kind of looks like my ex-husband. It really does. It looks like my ex-husband, dude. And those look like my two oldest kids. Right there. Look at that shit, man. That's fucking weird. Whoa, dude. Rand and Daniel and Michael right there. God damn. Yeah. They were fucking around with that dark spell work, man. Or Michael was. They're quite disappointed about the results that they're getting. They did not get what they thought they were going to get out of that. They didn't get that bag of change. All they got was, they did get the little bag of change and ice cream cone is what they got. And that's what they're realizing right now. And they're very disappointed with that. And there's an attorney that's realizing this too, because I think there's evidence and proof that this went on. Somebody took a trip somewhere. There's some sort of transaction, possibly with the money that they stole from you, to pay some practitioner. Maybe online or with the card. Right? And it's Nine of Pentacles. Okay, so they were supposed to bring you something. They're bringing you something here in the future. You're fixing to get something here in the future. They're bringing you word. They're bringing you money. They're going to have to give it back. And you know, back in the background on this one, look. It's like you see the city. It's like you're flying around the countryside and, you know, they try to delay you from this offer, this money, this job, whatever it could be to you, whatever it is, just, you know, Fit the rules where they go. Yeah, because you stepped out on blind divine faith. You're highly protected as well. So in the near future, you got money coming in. You got something coming to you. Whether it be a job offer. Yeah, because they stole it. They're still trying to steal it. Oh, okay, so what is this, Spirit? Because when they stole something, they want to steal all of it. They don't want to give it all to you. They're trying to get away with some of it. Or maybe they spent most of it. And they're trying to figure out how they're going to get away with the rest of it. Because they don't want to have to give back. They want to trick you. They want to trick you by making you a bogus offer. But I believe that this attorney that's in your favor, that's working on your behalf, or will be working on your behalf, we ain't taking the bullshit. Because you owe more than that. They owe you more than that. They owe you a lot more than that. I don't care if you got to sell your house, sell your car, go sell your ass. You're going to give me my money back. Because you should have never took it to begin with. And you're going to be facing jail time too? How smart are you, people? Like, really, these people that fucked with you, Beautiful Wonderful Collective, like, really? Not too smart. Confirmation, man. Blind leading the blind. Right off the edge of the cliff. Hence the fool card just there. Come through, Spirit. What else might Beautiful Wonderful Collective need to know? Yeah, they're going to have to give it back. They have to give it back. They're holding on tightly to whatever they stole. They're trying to make plans and trick you by hanging on to something, and then they're going to either their position is saying that that whatever they took, they are trying to give back to you, but really they're trying to sit on most of it. Come through, Spirit. Yeah. They still plan on betraying you, man. These people ain't going to change. These fucking people ain't going to change. They're planning on betraying you. If they can get back into your good graces, man, they will betray you again and again and again and again and again. You may not make it out with your life next time. You better keep yourself away from these people. Family, friends, I don't give a shit. You need to stay away from these fucking people. Because all they want to do is keep you stuck and stagnant. But you're not stuck and stagnant right now, are you, from these betrayals? No, you got a new perspective about that shit. Yeah, you did. You might have been hanging from it. Because, I would tell them, my family loved me. Oh, you love me? Love to see me hanging from a tree, maybe. Locked, down, stuck, while they stealing shit from you. Huh. But you making plans to move, baby. You making plans to be on the move here pretty soon. When you finally get this new beginning, I won't be surprised if I see the Ace of Pentacles pop out. They really did try to pull a fast one on you, man. They really did. But they were so immature and childish when it came about that. It looks like Spirit's the one that pulled a fast one on them. Knows what I'm thinking. That's what I know. All right, Spirit. What else am I Beautiful Wonderful Collective out there? Okay, so this might be somebody in the church as well. Or this might be somebody that got you into a fake marriage. I'm hearing an ordained minister possibly has something to do with this. That forced some kind of document, some sort of marriage license on you. Nevada. I'm hearing Nevada. I'm hearing Nevada and Oklahoma. Possibly Kansas. Where they may have gotten you married at. May have even gotten you married to an illegal. But you got a lot of good luck coming in. The wheel's turning, and it's turning pretty fast, babes. As of right now. That shit's turning fast. You got people working on your case for you that you ain't even met yet. Somebody's working on your case because I think they've seen this fuckery. And I think whatever crossed over a loved one, they possibly even went to the graveyard to do like jar spells on or whatever. Because I found some fuck shit around my son's grave, man. Pissed me the fuck off, dude. Yeah, I did. I busted that shit. I busted them jars. Hell no. Whatever coins they left on top of my son's grave, threw that shit in the fire too. You ain't gonna fuck with mine. Especially my kids. Dead or alive, I don't give a fuck. Even my 2 karmic kids. Oh, badass motherfuckers. They're gonna come around one day. They got half of me in them. They're gonna have to learn the hard way though. Yeah, you fixing to invest this money really good. People are realizing that, you had to walk away from these people. Possibly this Virgo female you may have had to walk away from. But it could be a Virgo, you may have it in chart. You just may be very grounded. You may be an earth sign. But you're very in tune with nature. You love animals. You wave the scepter and the wheat grows is what I'm saying. You're holding on very tightly to your spiritual energy. Like you're not, yeah, you're very loving and giving when you're very childlike the way you love. Like you love like a child, or maybe this is how the divine sees you. Like you have that childlike faith and love, right? And just because you seem like you're childlike does not mean that you're gullible, immature, or naive by any means, but they thought that you was. Yeah. They hid a lot of shit from you. They're keeping a lot of secrets from you. They kept a lot of secrets from you. They were trying to come in and offer you they were trying to offer you just like a little fish in a cup, man. Oh, I like this card, though. Somebody's bringing you some love, baby. Somebody's going to make you a love offer. Yeah. And the ancestors are beating it. Ancestors are fucking them up with that wand right there. I like that. I can't make this up, baby. You're fixing to be on the move, man. You're fixing to be traveling soon. All right? And you are meditating. You're in line with the divine. And that's what I have for you, my beautiful, wonderful collective. This is Sadina here at Jukebox Tarot, coming at you live. Get you some, babes.